everyone, and welcome back to another LEGO Mario video. Today, I wanted to show you guys my LEGO Mario course, which I've created using 2 starter sets, a few small blind bags with the little figures, 3 power-up pack sets, all of them except for the propeller, the 40414 Monty Mole and Super Mushroom, and the poly bag with the mushroom and a question block, I guess, a small little one there. And with all of those combined, I have built this huge course, and I guess the one custom-built thing is this piranha plant here, which is just a simple little build. It's taken from the Guarded Fortress set, and I think also the piranha plant slide, it's very similar to those two, but I just built that one myself, and you'll see why in a second. But, so you can see, starting over here on the left, we have the first starting pipe, which then goes over this hill to a cross-section where you can go into a water area, which could lead you around to a flagpole right here. Or you go through the desert, past the Stonite and then the Monty Mole, and then you could head over here. There's a custom actual snow biome where I put the cloud, and I'll explain how to build a lot of these miniature custom segments later on in the video, or I'll just go through them one by one. And then over here, this is what I consider level 2. Like, if you look at this area, that's kind of like a level 1 starter area. It doesn't have much lava, or doesn't have any lava. Doesn't have like too many hard obstacles. But then over here, there's a lot of lava, a lot of like harder bosses, like the one that takes 2 hits, the Buzzy Beetle. You've got a Bullet Bill on the spinning stand there. You got Peepa, and then a Piranha Plant, and then obviously you've got Bowser Jr. and his castle with 2 Goombas over there, and then a bridge in front of it, which I'll get to that later. So now I think I'm gonna give the course a run. Let me get over here, Internal Mario. Apologies if the camera angle becomes weird, because I'm holding it with one hand and holding Mario with the other hand. But let's give this a shot. Let me turn him on. And I'll go in the pipe. 3, 2, 1. Up. Over here, I'll just go through the desert. The power block. Oh, I missed. Stomp on the Stone Eye. Open up the Monty Mole. I guess let's make him fly. Uh-oh. Get jammed in there. Whatever. He's stuck. Now I'm just going to head back. Let me stop him there. Move that over so we can stand on it. Spin around. I'm going to grab the fuzzy. Spin back up. Get back onto the spinning thing. Go over here. Knock down the looper. Stomp on him a few times. Let me turn a bit more. And I'll get this question block here. I guess I could just hop over that cat. Oh, I got more time. That's great. And we hop on here. And I'll take this for a bit of a flight. And I'll land it right here next to the mushroom. Let me get him up. Get that mushroom. I'll get another question block. Coins. I'll get one more. Just coins. I want to get something interesting. Oh, time's running out though. Knock down. Uh-oh. I guess I'm here. I'll hit Stone Eye one more time. Let me get to the flagpole. Oh, out of time. And in case you're wondering, I was aiming for this flagpole, just because I was going to do like the first half of it. So I'll give that another shot later. I'll reset it. But now I'm going to try level 2, which you might wonder, the pipe's over there. How are you going to start level 2 on its own? Well, that's why this piranha plant's here. When you want to start from here, the start tile is always here. You just want to take out the piranha plant, which doesn't attach to anything. It just kind of sits in the pipe. And I can put another one. So now he's an enemy over there. And now I can start it perfectly fine from here and end over there behind Bowser Jr. And then I could just swap him back and I can start from there again. It's pretty simple. I like that little feature put in. So now I'm going to start from here to head to the castle. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Of course, right out of this pipe, I do get a question block, which is a bit unfair, but I didn't really have anywhere else to put it. Oh, I got a star. Let me head over to Peepa. Oh, he isn't doing that, huh? Yes, I got Peepa. Let me spin back around here. Get Bullet Bill, not Bowser Jr. Hop on these stones. Get Buzzy Beetle. Small bit of grass on the lava. Is it me or is he not playing the lava sound effect? That's very odd. Huh. I wonder what that is. Oh well, I'll get a mushroom. Oh, he just died. What was that? Okay, whatever. Now let me stomp on here. Knock down the large tower in the center. It's a lot harder than usual. Right here. 4, 5 done. Bring them a bit closer, open a tower. Now let me hop up, get the Goomba. Oh, I'm gonna try and get a few last bits of damage in. Easy beetle. Okay, now I'm gonna hit stomp on the Goomba, stomp on the Goomba. What'd I get? And I got 46 coins. That's not bad. Look again, they're the X size. I wonder what's going on with them. That's very weird. So, overall, I think this is a pretty good course. I like how it's split up into 2 sections, and nothing looks too repetitive. Like maybe these 3 mounds I didn't change at all between my 2 star courses. But you can see like the stones are on water there, and the stones are on lava there. And this spinning thing is on water. Here it's on lava, and then obviously the piranha plant and the pipe. So it doesn't just look like there are 2 pipes, and the start and end. This one's got that flicking thing, and then that one's just the normal one. And actually, let me demonstrate this. So just kind of step on there. It's a bit weak. Kind of comes off. Let me try that again. Step on it. And there, it just comes right off. And you can scan that, and you can see when it shows the coins, that means that you're actually scanning it. But something else interesting is when you don't have it up all the way, if I spam this for a little while, look at his torso, he will actually activate. Let's see, is he going to do it? It's done it for me before. I don't know if he's going to do it now. But usually he'll activate a P-switch. Oh, there, got it. P-switch. And then I can just go around anywhere I want and just do this and get coins. Which, as you can see, it's very hard to activate, but it does happen. I believe it comes only in lumps. Lava Fortress, so this is cool. It's an easy way to get it. If you just have the starter course, you can just put 2x2 or anything you want really in front of it, and then block off half of it. All you need is the side with the goal sticking out, and you get a basically free P-switch. Isn't that pliable for doing it with actual starting with the pipe? Because, as you can see, he activates the end goal much more than he actually activates the P-switch. So, that doesn't work out great. But I think now let's take a closer look at all the small little bits that I've created for the double starter course set. And let's go. So when I got my second starter course, the first 2 things which I customized were just the 8x8 base plates. It comes with 1 in red, 1 in blue. It also comes with a few in green, but those are left aside because they're part of the castles. I'll come back to those a bit later. But you can see this one, these 2 on the right here come in the actual starter course, and it's the red 8x8 with 2 stepping stones on it. As you can see, one is actually raised by an extra 2x2 circular tile on there, and a circular plate. And that's because both starter sets I got included an extra one of those, and I cannot figure out where it goes. So I've had an extra one in both the starter sets. Maybe I'm just not reading the instructions somewhere, but both sets include an extra one for me. It was very weird. So for the second one, you can see I have 3 stepping stones here. But there's a 3rd flat tile, so you might be wondering where'd that come from. Well, that actually came from the flying cloud piece, which we'll come back to a bit later. So that allowed me to make 3 stepping stones, while this one only has 2, so they look kind of different. And now for this thing in the back here, the spinning, rotating arm or whatever, that actually stays the same in the water, but in the lava, I put Bullet Bill on it from a tutorial I had earlier on my channel, and obviously I just put it on the lava base plate. So that was a pretty simple, just alternate build. And I thought that changed it up enough. Like, they look pretty much the same, but it's slightly different. So I thought that was good enough. So now let's put this stuff aside and get on to the next thing. Bring over here, this is probably the one I'm most proud of. And this is meant to be Bowser Jr.'s castle, which it's just a small little castle combining all the castle parts from both the sets. As you can see down the middle, it's still got that feature where you can knock Bowser Jr. over. Uh-oh, he went all the way over here. I'll reset it. And you can see in the middle it's got 1 big tower. This one's usually only 1 tower high, now it's 2. On the sides it's got the same tower builds. Those didn't change at all, except I put the Goombas in there. That can be subbed out. Back here I put the flagpole on the right. You might think that looks weird not having it in the center, but I thought it worked fine. It makes it slightly different. And then the front here, because I took apart one of these castle builds in the middle, the ones that fall over, I ended up with an extra 4x4 and a 6x6. So I was able to put those here, and with these pieces that go on Bowser Jr., I made it look like a little bridge, so it's kind of like Mario walks up the bridge. That, stomp on Bowser Jr., knocks him over, then he can stomp in and get all his stuff, and then head over to each of the towers, get Goombas, swim, and then step on the scannable tile back here. And that's kind of what he's meant to do. But I think I was pretty proud of this segment. It was really interesting and different than how it looked before, where you just had kind of two castle segments that kind of didn't fit great together. But another thing you might notice I changed in this segment is the cloud over here on the left. I'll take it off. You can see now it's got two clouds instead of one. It's a very minor difference, but that again comes from the floating cloud piece. So put this aside and I'll bring over a bunch of the accessories which I've built. Here are some trees, and here's the other double cloud. So now I've got two double clouds which are almost identical. It's just the clouds are facing the opposite way. It's not that big of a difference. And then the tree, one's shorter than the other. I just took out one by one cylinder piece and the tan or whatever. So that was pretty easy. Another one which I didn't change were actually the question blocks. Those I couldn't come up with something interesting to make it into, so I'll put those aside as well. But now here I have the cloud. And this is what I've turned it into. It's actually now kind of like the power-up packs include exclusive little areas in different colors. This one is meant to be a snow biome for Mario. Obviously, he doesn't react to it or anything because white isn't one of his colors. But I made it out of the cloud thing. This one includes one of these 4x4 base plates or whatever with the scannable tile on it. So that doesn't work because I don't want to peel those off. That'd be kind of cheating. But then it includes a second one without the scannable tile, and you can barely make it out right there. It goes around there, around all the sides, and you can't see it from the bottom. But if I take off this top half, I lift that thing off, and then those are the two cloud pieces, which I used extra ones for the actual cloud, these things. If I take that off, you can see now there's a scannable tile under there. It's this piece. This is my second one. So I swapped that out for... under there used to be just one without the scannable tile. So then both of the clouds that I had gave me one of these, so I was able to form two base plates next to each other. And it doesn't really do anything other than look cool, because it's a new color. And I think in the future they'll add snow, so it's useful to have two more of those base plates. But it also fits the cloud really well there, because you could also picture it as a cloud biome, I guess. And then Mario can just go on the cloud and work. And you can't even tell that that one's a scannable tile in there, which is why I decided to do it, because it just fits so well. You can't tell it's there, and I basically got two free base build plates, or whatever base plates they called. So that was pretty cool. And then my final thing is the end flagpole, which is actually a bit taller, so I'm going to move the camera up here. This one's like one of my last ones that I changed, because otherwise my flagpoles looked very similar. If I bring out the other one, the one that's behind the castle. Bring that one over here. They look so similar that, like, just from the outside. So I decided to make the castle flipping maneuver thing, action feature, actually flip the flag. And then that reveals the scannable tile to Mario. Oh, he's scanning. I forgot he doesn't make the noise when he's not attached. But yeah, he can scan it. Originally, I had the scannable tile up here. But then I decided to move it under there, so that way Mario, he can scan it, but I guess that's kind of cheating. But it's up to you how you want to do this. But the only annoying thing is that does extend it by 2 studs, so it's overhanging a bit weirder than the actual castle one. But I was fine with that. I thought it looked okay. It looks nice. And also you can tell one of the flagpoles, this one, is longer. This one's the actual normal one, but in my first starter course, I didn't get a flagpole piece, the light gray one. So I took one from my own collection. This is, I didn't realize that it was taller. So, but it worked fine for me before, and now, because this one's raised, it actually works well. And this one's behind the castle, so it looks like it's only that short. It doesn't look much taller. But now the final thing I'll bring over is just the pipes. Those I said before, didn't change at all. They're the exact same. You just put the piranhas in them. It doesn't do anything. Honestly, I was really excited to get a second pipe, but then I realized they don't stack really well on top of each other, because you just end up with that, and you end up with extra print. So the coolest thing I think I could do was probably put them next to each other and form this kind of short pipe. Very, very short pipe that goes down, but then it's got that huge hole there. Doesn't look great. Whatever. I think I'm going to try to turn one of these sideways and build something with it. But other than that, nothing else has really changed. And I think that's it for this video because I really don't have anything else to show. So let's go back to the course one more time. Say goodbye. So that's all I've got to show you guys today. Hope you guys liked this course, and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more stuff like this. I'll update my course as I get more sets, make more videos like these, any custom little tweaks I make to the sets. But I think that's all I got time for today. Goodbye!